Oy, hi! Si Direk, hindi nagsasabi ka agad na, boom! Ayan. Katabi ko na naman siya.
Hello po.
Good morning, guys! Good morning, Pilipinas! Good evening, Pilipinas! Good morning, Amerika! And ano po, ang lagi
And
sabi,
good morning to everyone, especially to the Filipinos in the Milky Way and other galaxies.
Galaxy naman ngayon. Kumusta po kayong lahat at magandang umaga sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa Amerika at kung nasan man kayong lupalop sa buong mundo. At of course, sa Pilipinas, it's 10:30 p.m. sa Pilipinas ngayon. And dito naman is 10:30 a.m.
Wala kayong excuse, mga kababayan. Grab your drinks, whatever that is.
Kasi nga, my God, alam mo bang, yung guest natin for today is ano yan most requested talaga. Ang tagal na
Sana
lagi.
maraming, ito kaya yung pinakamarami nating lalaking demographics na nanonood.
Oo, grabe.
And mga babaeng fans.
Yes, as in paulit-ulit na tipong, uy, our guest for tonight is Jimmy Alapag. Oh my God. So we were like, okay, sige, we'll do our best to, to grant your wish. And ito na po.
Oo
Ayan
naman.
Dito na po ang tawag sa kanya is Mighty Mouse, di ba? Ng PBA,
alamin natin bakit.
Philippine Basketball Association. Kung bakit siya Mighty Mouse. Ano kayang mighty sa kanya?
Sandali lang.
ang ang malikse, kaya Mighty Mouse. So anyways, so i-intro ko na po siya because I'm sure a lot of our viewers are waiting right now. So please feel free to, ayan na, teka, JP Pilares, wow, you're finally together. I know, right?
Kahapon pa, dito ako natulog.
Oo. Si JP, JP, pag uwi namin dyan, college friend ko yan, pag uwi namin dyan, definitely, kami ni Jcas, aalis, gagala tayo, okay? Mr. Eric Cayetano is here.
Yes.
Zion Abiday is here as well.
Hello.
Oo, kumusta po kayong lahat? Ako, yung mga lalaki dyan, ako, lagi na nagre-request nito. So, ako, quick story. Dapat talaga, we will reschedule. Magre-request sana ako ng reschedule for like maybe next week. Kasi nga, alam mo yun, it's Saturday here and it's a beautiful day. So we want to go out. Pero sabi ko, wag na lang kasi nakakahiya din. Pero alam mo kung bakit. Diyos ko, lahat ng mga lalaki. While we were having, barbecue, nagsigawan, no! Not Jimmy Alapag! Because you know what? Siya si Jimmy Alapag pala is the parang ang tawag nila, Santo Niño. Oo. Ng basketball team. Oo. Ay, ng basketball fans. Siya yung parang hinahangaan ng lahat na pag sinabing, Mr. Alapag, boom, that's it. Pansit. So anyways, okay. So i-intro ko na po si Mr. Jimmy at I'm sure pagod na rin kayong makita yung pagmumukha namin. Ilang araw na kami na lang.
Ako hindi pa ako napapagod, kita yung face ko.
Oo. Ako medyo, kagigising lang namin, pasensya na. So anyways guys, ito na po, i-intro ko na. Okay. Our guest for today is a retired professional basketball player from the Philippines. He's one of the PBA 40 greatest players, an 11-time PBA All-Star, a 6-time PBA champion, 2-time PBA Finals MVP, and he has represented the Philippine national basketball team multiple times. He represented the Philippines in Spain on 2014 for the FIBA World Cup and helped to win its first World Cup victory after 40 years. He now works as a coach for Alab Pilipinas and in the ASEAN or ASEAN Basketball League and have been part of the Sacramento Kings coaching staff for the 2019 NBA Summer League. My God, ano pala to, no? Pati NBA pinasok na. So, okay guys, let's welcome one of the players who broke the curse of Korea. The Mighty Mouse, the Captain, at ang idol ng bayan pagdating sa PBA, Mr. Jimmy Alapag! Woohoo! Hi, Jimmy! Kumusta?
How are you guys? Sorry.
It's okay.
Magandang gabi from Manila. Sorry, there was
it's okay.
A slight technical difficulty, but I'm back.
Okay, no problem.
It's fine. It's a casual kitchen table talk
kitchen
show
table
anyway.
talk lang to. Remember when we had a talk, sabi ko sa'yo, ano lang to, it's like, like we're at your kitchen table chit-chatting. Well, you're having, kaso nga lang, unfortunately, I'm having coffee because it's 10:30 a.m. Siya naman, look, sinasabayan ka.
Look, I am having Smirnoff vodka and a cranberry.
Hey.
Diba?
You know why? Because we're going to the beach.
Well, cheers.
Yes,
Yes,
mag-cheers
because we're going
tayo.
to the beach later, so this is like a vacation start already for me.
Yes, oo. That's why he's starting to drink. Yes. Okay, so so meron ka ng, you have your own you have your white wine, right? You're drinking white wine?
Yes.
Okay. All right, sige. Ano ka muna dyan? Oo, yung
Yeah,
stand niya,
yeah.
no? Yes.
Sorry, 1 second.
It's okay.
That's fine, don't
No
worry about
problem.
Mother, can you hand me something?
Oh, when he
I need
when,
something to
when he
stand.
said magandang gabi. Oh my God,
I know. Parang ang cute.
I love that.
Magandang
Sorry.
gabi. Oo. Sorry po, ganun po
Oo,
yan.
gusto ko yung mga
Ayan.
accent na ganyan.
Okay, sorry guys, just getting
It's
situated
okay,
here.
no problem.
I had to move spaces, so
It's okay. Oh, look at those tattoos. Ang dami mong tattoo.
yes, dame.
Oh my God, mami, kukwento mo ka kung ilan ang tattoo mo at kung saan
Okay,
saan.
okay.
So anyway, so right now, oh by the way, wait, who's that behind you? Is that a little girl or a doll? Meron eh.
Well, I'm actually no behind me.
Right there.
Oh yeah,
on top.
it's my kid stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought it's a little girl who's like
No.
just watching us, and I'm like,
Girl.
is that a ghost?
Let's not that be a real girl because I'm gonna storm away from me. I'm gonna leave the two of you. I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
Okay?
Oh my God.
This might be the quickest show.
I know. We'd be like, bye. Oh my God. Okay, so ito. Meron ka bang, di ba, meron kang, you have your white wine? Okay.
Okay. 'Cause-
So,
Yes.
this is protocol. This is our
Yes.
protocol. Okay.
That's
so,
why it's called over a glass or two for nothing.
for nothing, right? Okay. All right. So, sambayanang Pilipinas, buong Amerika, sa lahat ng nanunood, i-welcome po natin Mr. Jimmy Alapag.
Welcome,
Thank
Welcome
you,
to
guys.
to
Thank you.
Over a glass
or
or two.
two.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ayan,
Cheers, cheers.
Tayo rin.
Cheers,
Siyempre tayo.
cheers.
Vodka sarap. Vodka sa umaga.
Oo nga, mukhang makikitikim ako sa'yo niyan. Okay, Jimmy. So, can you understand Tagalog?
I'm okay. Taglish.
Okay, but you can understand, but you can't speak it now. You're not that fluent in Tagalog.
Yes. Yeah.
But you
I'm just
understand.
okay.
But
For
you
the most
understand.
part, yes. For the most
Oh,
part, yes.
for the most part. Pwede pala natin.
The bad
Pwede
ones.
pala
The bad Tagalog.
Pwede pala
No.
natin. No? Christopher Nugget is here. Oo. A lot of your fans are starting to watch na. Diyos ko, ayan na. Ito na si Mr. Jimmy Alapag. So, okay. So, tell us, Jimmy. So, wait. I know that originally you're from the U.S. in California, correct?
Yes. So I was born in California, pero my
Okay.
parents, my mother was born in Tacloban, and my father was born in Pintuyan in Southern Leyte. So
Okay.
I'm the youngest of 6 kids in our family, pero my oldest brother and my 3 sisters, they were born here, and then my brother and I, we were born in Los Angeles. So
Oh, okay.
that's where it started for us.
I know. So, wait. During that time, like, how did you end up in the Philippines playing, professional basketball? Tell us, like, how you started how you started loving the game of basketball.
Well, siempre, because with our family, just like 99% of most Filipino families, my parents were big fans of basketball. So, dati when I was in grade school, we were always watching, NBA games, young old Celtic Laker games back in the 80s, which shows my age. But that's where it started. That's where it started, because my dad was always a big fan, and I used to always go out in front of our house with my older brothers to play, and that's really where the love and passion for the game started, and my dream to one day play professionally started.
So when did you decided to, like, you know what, I want to go to the Philippines and let me just like play? Did you, the moment you got there, were you discovered right away? So paano ka nag-start?
So in high school.
Naghang. Oo, naghang.
So are you guys there?
Oh, there you go.
So are you guys there?
It's okay. Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
watching you. Okay.
So I was, in high school, I took the scenic route. I actually played out of high school because my first year of high school, I was only 4'9", mga 90 pounds. So
What?
not ideal to be playing basketball in the States. And in our high school there was about 6,000 students. So dami talaga. But I was the only freshman playing on the varsity team. So super
Okay.
small, youngest guy on the team. And, we've all been there, diba? In high school, status is important. So it was cool.
Exactly.
I was the only, at the time, the only, Asian kid on the basketball team playing varsity.
Oh,
So
wow.
lahat yung kaibigan ko, my family, everybody was excited. And I was working super hard. I was always the kid who was the first in practice, the last to leave. But pagdating yung game, I wasn't playing. 5 games went by, 10 games, and it got to the point where parang yung mga tao sa crowd, they would scream, put Jimmy in the game when we were losing by 20 or we were winning by 20 points. So, all the excitement that came with being on the varsity team as a freshman, went to embarrassment pretty quick because you want to be out there playing, and having my family and friends there and just sitting the bench made it pretty tough. But I look back on that time, and there were so many lessons that I learned being that young that ended up helping me once I started playing professionally.
But you got into the team, of course, because you were good, right? Even if you were probably the smallest in the team. So how did
Yes.
and you felt bad because na bench ka nga nila. How did you feel, and what the reason why why they did that, or to some players? I just want to know, because I'm sure you're good. That's why you're there.
Exactly. That's why he was called the
I,
Mighty
Yeah.
One.
well, I think
Diba?
at the time, bata pa lang ako. So I think physically I wasn't ready to compete with the older kids because I was so small. I could already
They were
I could
judging you
already
from the
shoot.
height. Parang
from
Yeah,
ganon.
the
for sure.
Oh, okay.
And so I was I could shoot the best in the team. Yes.
That's your
Yeah.
picture.
Say hi. Say hi.
Aw,
Cute.
So this
Cute and
is my
overload.
5-year-old. This is my 5-year-old who's still awake at 10:50 p.m.
It's okay. It's okay, honey. We're all in quarantine.
Yes.
We can stay late for today, for tonight.
um,
Okay, and then?
so I could always shoot the ball really well. I could always dribble the ball, but it was really just my size because I was so small, and so physically it was tough at that point and at that stage of my life to play. And so the amazing part was that didn't just happen for my freshman year. That happened all the way through my first year, my second year, tuloy talaga all the way through to my third year.
Oh, wow.
And again, when you're young, you feel bad, and it was probably the only time in my life where I wanted to quit. Kasi, diba, I'm going to practice early, I'm staying late, I'm doing lahat, kahit whatever nagsabi yung coach, I was doing. But I just
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
playing, and it got to the point where lahat yung family ko, my parents, my brothers and sisters, they didn't want to come to the games anymore.
Oh,
But
wow.
it was either at that time in high school, either you give up or you just work harder, and I didn't want to give up. And I'm thankful that I have a strong support from family and friends, and so I stayed with it. Eventually made it to my senior year, finally grew a little bit.
Thank
Have
you.
workouts off season.
Thank you, growth spurt.
I know, right?
And so we ended up winning the high school's first championship in 25 years, and then that set me off to college, and that's when I start to feel like, parang, I've gotten over this part. I think I can make it, but there was still so much more work to be done at that time.
Pero alam mo,
Imagine
bilib
that.
ako. Grabe.
Because if that was
Bilib
me,
ako sa'yo.
when we're kids, we don't really have
Sobra.
the capacity to
Yung
to fight that.
perseverance,
Yeah,
no?
just like, oh, I want to
Grabe.
quit. But you persevered, for how
Sobra.
many years? And
It's true.
yeah.
And what you did is, alam mo, that only shows that, alam mo, ayun sinasabi na lang parang, there's no pain, no gain. And one more thing is, you didn't make the height issue, right?
To
Like
be
a
an issue.
hindrance. To
Yeah.
be an issue.
Even
like
if
a
it was an
hindrance.
issue to them. And
Yes.
plus probably Asian too,
Galing, no?
Duh.
That's the reason why
Yeah.
na talagang reason why now that we're talking to you and you're telling us your story. Now that's the reason why we're realizing that that's the reason why God has given you and bestowed you abundant blessing. It's because of ganyan ka pala talaga, no? Grabe,
Thank you. Thank you.
Bata pa, ha?
Bata pa. Talagang hindi ka talaga pwede. If you really want something, you really have to soar high.
But that I think that could be something that could ignite you as well,
Exactly.
Ignite your fire when
Yeah,
you're young
absolutely.
because of that negative experience.
Absolutely. And
Galing.
so,
Okay.
so again, I'm thankful because during that time, my family support was everything. Because they
True.
could have very easily parang, sabi sa akin na, okay, sige, just do something else, concentrate on school. But no one in my family did that.
Oh,
I
which
could
is
always
good.
remember hearing my dad palagi sabi niya sa akin na, hey, well, you just have to work harder. Well, I'm going early. We'll go earlier. Well, I'm staying late. We'll stay later. And
Oh, wow.
that's where I get it from. I get it from my parents, especially my dad. And I'm thankful because that's what laid down the foundation for me to feel like, whatever it is that I'm dreaming
We
of
got your back. Yeah.
pursuing in my life as a career, that I have their support, and I just have to do the work.
Kasi usually, alam mo, it's funny, no? Kasi ang Filipino, usually pag Filipino parents, di ba? Pag di bang, oh my God, you're not doing anything. Hindi ka nag-excel. My God, mag-nurse ka na lang. Di ba? That's the typical, especially mga
Hindi pa yata
mom.
uso talaga yung nurse before like now, no? Pero
Hindi uso.
they could probably have
Oo.
told you to really sway to do something else, right?
Oo,
But-
kasi usually ganun ng mga parents, di ba? Parang,
Absolutely.
oo, you're not, hindi ka nag-excel. So, you know what? Sige na, mag-ano ka na lang, mag-nurse ka na lang, mag-architect, di ba? But, oh my God, you're so blessed because your parents are very loving and supportive. Are you the same with your kids right now? Like, I know, how old are they? You have 3 kids, right? How old are they?
So yeah, so I have 3 kids. My son is 7. My daughter, who you just met, Kiona, is 5, and then our youngest son, Kalen's 2. So we have a full house. Puno kami dito.
Oo nga, puno kayo dyan. So what have you been doing lately? Kayong, like as a
how's
family.
your family quarantine life?
It's been difficult. In the sense that, siyempre, yung kids namin, they're so young, and we feel bad because they miss school, they miss their friends, and I always make it a point to at least once or twice a month we go on dates. So minsan I'll take my sons out and we'll have boys' day out, and they know whatever they want to do when it's data time, then we can go and spend time. Or I'll take my daughter out and we go on our dates, and so they miss that.
Oh.
And sayang, because they're young, and I hate to see them have to just stay here at home. Pero, of course, safety comes first.
Exactly.
And on the other side of that, we're still thankful. We're thankful that nandito kami. We're safe. We're together. But obviously it's just a crazy time for everyone.
I know. Ano naman ang natutunan mo ngayong quarantine? Did you learn how to cook? Di ba maraming mga aha moments that
I know.
I've learned this, I've learned that.
Self-discovery 101.
Self-discovery 101. So did you learn anything?
I think the biggest lesson that my wife and I have learned is, during yung quarantine na to, is just to be creative as parents, diba?
Sure.
I'm lucky kasi yung asawa ko, she, before, she was actually after her time in show business, she still had time to go and get her degree. So she actually was a teacher for a few years.
Oh, wow.
So my teacher background, siya. So that's that's been a huge help, you know, in terms of the homeschooling for the kids. But again, you know, they can't go outside, so you know, yung creativity as a parent is so important these past few months. But you know, we've again, you know, we're here, we're safe, we're together, and we do our best to have fun and whatever we can do.
Ang galing. Alam mo, feeling ko, natuto rin kayo maging patient sa isa't isa. Di ba usually,
yes.
right? I'm sure, kasi,
Siyempre.
right? Like, imagine mo, who could ever think na before, you
It's
don't,
either that or the other way.
or the other way. I'm sure feeling ko kasi,
Patience or away.
oh my God, kasi grabe kayo. Like, I mean, imagine kahit naman kami, okay, sandali. Ay, sabi pala ni Direk, pa-close po ng ibang apps and refresh kasi nag-hang daw ang screen mo.
Do you have other apps open?
Do you have
aside from
other
this?
apps open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayan.
Ayan. Okay yan. Babalik naman si ano. Hindi, usually kaya ako na ano yun, na feeling ko kasi nung nagkukwentuhan kami ni Jimmy, like before, like a week, 2 weeks ago, yun ang sinabi na tipong, parang naging closer daw sila compared before. Tika,
that's
kumustahin
my friend, si Aubrey.
Hi,
Sabi niya,
Aubrey.
love you, Jessie. Yeah, Jessie J kasi. So
Oo,
proud
so-
of you.
hi.
Ay, Aubrey,
Arnold
inuman pa tayo.
Ditera. Uy, hi Kuya Joy, kumusta?
Hello,
Yan
guys.
yung aming yan yung
Ito
aming
na naman mga pest namin.
oo, mga fez namin. Ako,
Oo.
sa mga viewers, si Ezra's watching.
Nag-refresh lang si Jimmy.
Oo, okay.
Oo.
So Nairam is, share the stream. Thank you. John Park Pintor is watching as well. Daniel Jenkins is watching. My cousin Lizelle is also watching.
Hello.
JP, ayan, ako, lagi si Lance Gidotti is watching as well. Kumusta? Ayan na,
Okay.
ayan na.
Sorry about that.
It's
Sorry about
okay.
that.
No.
Balik ako.
Fine.
Okay, balik ka na, balik ka na. Oo. Talagang natatawa ako doon sa magandang dal na nasa likod.
Stop
Parang-
looking at the
I
doll.
know.
It's looking at me too.
I know.
Okay.
Sino ba tong dal na to? Akala ko daughter mo, pinastay mo dyan, parang, dyan ka muna
Oh
naka.
my God.
Be my guardian angel. So anyways, so okay, so speaking of family, right? Alam ko natutunan nyo when we had a talk, right? Sabi mo, oh my God, we've learned to be patient with each other, right? Paano kayo gusto ko pag-usapan yung love life.
Ay, gusto ko
Kasi
yan!
yun. Yung basketball,
We're in
mamaya
for a
na yan.
treat.
Oo. Mamaya kung ano yung mga experience mo sa mga ganyan, chuba-chuba.
Oo.
But we want to talk about, of course, yung mga
When
tipong
basketball crossovers, show
show
business. Here we go.
Ayun. So, kwento mo, like, paano mo na-meet hindi, before muna bago
Oo,
si
oo.
LJ.
Ay,
Sino
Okay.
muna ang mga,
the 100 girls first. Charot. Ay,
yung mga girlfriends mo sa Pilipinas
Oh.
when you, syempre, Jimmy, naging
my God,
Jimmy
you're a
Alapag
hot
ka
commodity
na eh.
basketball player. I can't even imagine.
Diba? So all the girls are
And,
like,
and the gays. I'm so sorry. I'm so
gays
sure.
and girls
The
are
fans.
probably, throwing their pennies and bras, like,
Whatever.
and whatever. Diba? During that time. So, kumusta naman yun? Like, before you met, your beautiful wife and you decided to I want to get married. So, kwento mo naman yung love life mo noon sa Pilipinas as a, fan ng bayan.
Single professional.
Basketball.
Yeah.
sobrang tagal na kasi that, I've been here almost 20 years na, but
Oh, wow.
pagdating ako in 2003, that was my first season sa PBA.
Okay.
And during my first few months dito sa Pilipinas, some of my close friends who were already playing sa PBA, guys like Eric Menk, Rudy Hatfield, we had mutual friends, and that's when I initially met my wife. So we met probably maybe the first 4 or 5 months that I was in the country.
Okay.
And so, I was, especially young first year, young focus goal was really on playing and playing well. Because in 2002, when I was here, my injury ako sa national team. So I was actually in the country for about 5 months. Yung unang game ko sa national team, I got hurt right away and I got cut. So balik ko sa States, and then I came back in 2003. for my first official season of the PBA. So yung focus ko was really on playing. I would go out with the guys, minsan lang, but I actually met my wife the first probably 4 or 5 months, just kind of casually, mutual friends, and then nag-date kami towards the end of my rookie year, and that's where it started.
And
So
I'm sure you
Oh,
did.
siya
You
lang
don't have an idea that
talaga.
she's in show business during that time.
Oh, do you know? Or you know right away that?
she wasn't as active during that time, pero
Mm-mm.
yung friends niya were obviously still in show business, so I knew that she was an actress.
Pero talagang the first time you saw her, siya na talaga, no? Like the first time you saw her,
Girl, the beauty,
Mr. Oo.
the eyes,
This is so
the eyes of Miss LJ. Hello.
Moreno. Oh my God. Talagang nung nakita mo for sure na ang ganda naman ito. Napaganon ka ba?
Mesmerized.
Mesmerized
Well,
ka?
no, yung best part was the fact that we had mutual friends. So kaibigan lang, when we would all go out, lahat kami kasama. So it wasn't parang one-on-one, date at first. But then eventually, when we dated officially, we were together for almost 4 years, mga 3.5 years. And then
Oh.
for those 3.5 years, we actually lived together for, I think we lived together for almost 3 years. And then,
Okay.
so 3.5 years, nag-break up kami. And we broke up for mga 16 months.
Oh,
And
wow.
then found our way back. We found our way back. And then once we reconnected, about 8 months later, I proposed and we were engaged.
Love is sweeter the
Okay.
next
I
time
know,
around.
right?
Oh my
Teka,
God.
teka, magkikichismis ka
Oh,
ba
nga,
sa
wait
tele-
nga.
Bakit kayo hiwalay?
That's long time, 16 months. Hello.
Okay, no, bakit?
What did
No,
you do?
no, it
It's your
was.
fault, probably. I'm just kidding.
This... Oo, tayo
No,
lang hiwalay. Okay, go.
at that time, we were both young. Again, sobrang tagal na kasi we've been married going on 10 years here in
Oh my God,
August.
ang tagal na.
But
10 years.
at that time, at that time, I was probably, my goodness, how old was I? I think maybe 26. And siyempre, being young, and I don't think for us, no disrespect to anyone else, but for us, parang it wasn't a good idea for us to live together kasi there were too many things that we took for granted, and parang it got to the point na pagdating kami sa apartment, parang what? It's just we and I felt like for me, I still missed yung gimmick, going out with my friends, and she still had some insecurities from past relationships. So parang it just wasn't working out. So after 3.5 years, we broke up. And here's the funny thing about this story. Pag naghiwalay kami, I don't think either of us felt like we would get back together. I mean, of course, siempre, never say never, but
Yes.
That was it.
I wouldn't have guessed that we would find our way back. Yes.
Oh my God. So how
So
did you
during
find-
those 16 months,
Yes.
So during the 16 months, she actually did Philippine Fear Factor. So she spent some time in South America filming that. For me, I was single, so I was hanging out with my friends and dated a bit. But it was funny because you go through those instances and parang you start to appreciate what you had before.
Yes,
diba?
exactly.
I started to realize that there was a lot more good things in our relationship than there were bad. And I think it gave us both time to really reconnect with God. I started to go back to church a lot more, and she did the same. And here's the funny part. You guys will love this. we hadn't seen each other. This was probably 14 months now. So sobrang tagal na. Hadn't seen her at all. And you guys know Manila's a small place, pero I really did not see her. And then there was one instance, yung kaibigan ko were like, hey, let's go to this place. And I would tell my friends, no, daming tao dyan, let's just go here. It'll be quieter here. We can just hang out here. So we would go to another place. After an hour, who walks in? My wife and her friends.
Oh
So
my God.
parang that was the first time we saw each other in 14 months. So siempre, it's a little awkward, and it's kind of like, oh, hey, how are you? Oh, hey, how you been? Wala. Okay, hey, good seeing you. That's it. About 3 weeks later, so my friend said, hey, let's go to this place. Daming tao dyan, let's just go.
Oh my God. Yeah, naputol.
Yeah.
Sayang. Okay, go. Naputol. Pasensya na po kasi alam mo naman, ganito
Kasi
talaga
nahulog
ang...
yung leche flan eh. Yung kasalanan yung leche flan yung sinubo ko eh.
Tingnan mo naman ang suot ni Jcas ngayon.
Oh, bakit ba? Ready na ako sa beach eh. Huwag kayong maano dyan.
Oh my God.
This is a
Pasensya na po.
treat for all of you.
I know, treat yan. Makita niyo ang nipple ni Jcas. Peekaboo! Magyaka. So anyways, habang iniintay natin si Mr. Jimmy Alapag.
Nag-iinit yung kanyang
I know.
love story.
Nag-iinit yung mga love story. My God, ang dami-daming sayang, no? Sayang yung kanina medyo naghahang siya, no, Direk? Si Direk kanina kinikilig yan eh. Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi sobra pong number one fan yan. Kaya kanina, nung nagpe-prep kami, tinawag ko na, tapos sabi ko, halika, dali-dali. Papakalala na kita kay Mr. Jimmy Alapag. So kami, kung mga girls, meron kaming mga, di ba, idol na kinikilig kami pag, oh my God, ayun na siya. Like for example, ako, Mr. Boy Abunda. Halos I couldn't even like sleep overnight. Tapos,
you're a wreck, girl.
Sobra talaga. Talagang when I saw him, I was like, oh my God. Tapos ngayon, nakaka-text ko pa si Tito Boy Abunda.
Oh my God, di ba?
I know, parang,
ikaw na.
I can't believe it. Parang gano'n. So ito naman si Direk, ganun din. Kinikilig kanina pa. Ayan na, bumalik na siya. Hi, Jimmy.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Sorry, I apologize. Sorry.
It's okay. No problem.
It's okay. That's normal with the
That's normal,
online,
yes. Kasi masyadong high-tech sa Pilipinas, di ba?
Yes.
Oo, high-tech masyado sa Pilipinas, right?
Tuloy mo na yung, my God, your kwento mo na parang movies.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
So yung second time, siyempre, again, yung kaibigan ko sabi na, oh, let's go here. I said, there'll be too many people there. Let's just go to this place. So we would go there.
Okay.
Second time na. Pagpasok kami, sino na dyan? Oh, LJ's there with her friends. Oh, hey, good to see you again. We just saw each other a few weeks ago. Again, kwento lang, just for a few minutes. Well, hey, it's good to see you. Glad you're doing well. That was it. So then it was March 3, and ito yung old anniversary namin when we were dating. It was actually a close friend of ours' wedding. We saw each other there. During the wedding, we had a chance to sit down, nag-usap kami. And really the biggest thing for LJ and I was, we both admitted, parang I know I had my insecurities, back then as far as wanting to go out and being with my friends, and same with her, yung insecurities from past relationships. And so, we just said, hey, if we're going to reconnect and try to date again, we need to take a more mature approach and really, put God as the foundation of our relationship. and start from there. And so, parang when we, pagbalik kami and we started dating again, I knew right away, because I think we were both, I know she was ready to get married, and I was at that point in my life where I was ready as well. So after mga 8 months, saved a little bit of money, and then
And you proposed? Paano ka nag-propose?
Yep. Yeah.
Oo, paano ka nag-propose?
So she made it a point that, hey, if you were ever to propose to me, make sure there's a lot of cameras. I want it to be recorded. So we actually had a dinner, a birthday dinner for her, and all of our friends were there, and it was just to celebrate her birthday. And so there were 3 gifts. Gave her the first gift, gave her the second gift, and then the joke of the whole thing was, I said, well, the third gift, it was supposed to be a surprise car, because at that time, sobrang luma yung kotse niya. So I was like, but,
Yeah.
I have to get you a new car, because if you're still working, you need something that's dependable. So sobrang galit siya. So I told her, hey, I have to put a blindfold on you. We're at this restaurant at the top of this hotel. I said, hey, listen, we have to go down to the lobby kasi yung kotse nandyan. And so, her dad faked like he was giving me yung susit for the car. As we're walking to the elevator, she was telling me, I can't believe you got me a car. She was sobrang galit si LJ because she really felt like, why did you get me a car? And so
Yeah,
I said,
I know.
wait. I said, wait, I forgot something upstairs. We have to go back up. So pag akyat kami sa dinner area where everyone was, everybody had their cameras ready. Nag-blindfold siya. And so when she took off the blindfold, when we got back up to the dinner area, I was already on one knee. Everybody had their cameras out. And
Oh my
made
God.
the proposal. So
Oh,
Oh my
i-beat mo yun, ha?
God.
Ikaw
That's a nice
Oh.
twist. I appreciate it when
Oh my
you're creative like that. I've never heard
God.
of a proposal like that, a twist of a car, a fake
Diba?
car, and actually you
Ang
on your knees.
cute. Oh my
Uh,
God.
well, the thing is, and LJ will tell you this when you guys talk to her, soon.
Yes.
She's horrible when it comes to surprises. Because she's super nosy. She's always asking questions. Oh,
Ako
where are
din.
you going? What's this? And so it was very, very difficult to pull off the surprise, and so I had a lot of help siempre with her family and her close friends, and it was great. It was a great moment, and here we are, 10 years later, 3 babies.
Oh,
But
that's
but
oh
so
my
but
God.
cute.
It's really a nice romantic
Ay, oo
story.
nga, no. So anong klase, what type of husband are you to Miss LJ Moreno?
I'd like to think I'm a good husband.
Oh,
My family is everything to me. They're the reason why I do what I do. So I'm they're every day they're my motivation to continue to try to do the best in whatever whatever I'm doing in terms of my career, and it's all for them. So I
wow.
want to try my best to give them sempre, diba, yung quality of life.
Exactly,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
I work as hard as I can for them, because if it's not for them, then why am I working hard, and why am I playing
Exactly.
or coaching? So
Because right now you're the coach of Alab,
The
right?
Alabs.
Alab.
yes,
Oh,
yes, in
wow.
the ASEAN Basketball League.
ASEAN Basketball League. So, what about
Yes.
si LJ naman? Anong klaseng wife si LJ to you? Siyempre, tatanungin namin siya,
No,
di
she's
ba?
great.
Sa interview namin. I'm sure, di ba? Loving, sweet, ano ba?
Absolutely.
Nagluluto? Or do you guys cook together?
She's I don't cook. I can do a
Oh,
lot of things. I can do a lot of things. Cooking's not one of them.
okay.
But she runs her business. She's a business owner, running her lolly cake factory business. But the thing that I admire about LJ is that aside from her being loving and smart and working so hard at what she does, it's just how she balances yung time. Because being a mother of 3,
Oh
being
my God,
being my
yes.
wife and handling my work. Because when I'm coaching, especially sa league namin, I travel a lot during the season. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of times na pag wala ko dito sa bahay, she's the one who has to take care of the kids and get them to school and get them to bed. So again, she's great. She's a Renaissance woman. She does a lot of great things. So I'm a lucky man.
Oh, grabe, no? Ang
Ang
cute
tagal
nilang
ko nang
dalawa.
dinarinig yung Renaissance woman. Gagamitin ko nga mamaya.
Oo nga yan.
Additional to my vocabulary.
I know, a
Oh, and
renaissance
speaking of,
woman.
you mentioned, okay, coaching. Sa coaching tayo.
Oo.
How are you as a coach?
The challenge from playing to coaching is yung perspective. Kasi when you're
Mm.
playing, diba, your focus is trying to play the best that you can, trying to help your teammates and communicate with your coach to win. But when you're coaching, you're on the sidelines. So parang it forces you to have a broader perspective
Mm.
on the game, and you're not only watching your team, but you're watching your opponent. And parang I think the challenge as a coach is you have to find a way to not only teach, but also to encourage, to motivate, because you want your players to play the best that they can and be confident, and play freely. Because I know that there when I was playing guys at Gilas or in the PBA, when you're free and you're confident, that's usually when you play your best. So that's really what I try to do with my team.
Kaya kasi I heard before, ay, 'di ba, yung transition mo from being a player na nagikang biglang coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it hard? Like,
Or
syempre
it's a
parang,
natural
is
progression
it a
for you?
progression for you? Kasi parang, di ba, parang, uy, player ako dati, tapos ngayon ikaw na yung nagko-coach. May times ba rin na parang, my God, you're not that good.
Ako na lang?
Saan
Ano ba
tayo?
yun?
Saan tayo? Let me just go there.
God. Ano ba yun? Let me grab the ball. I'm still the Mighty Mouse. Excuse
I'm
me.
still the Mighty Mouse, okay? So, may ganong ba? Like, was there any incident na may parang yung hirap yung transition and sometimes like being a coach, na gusto mo silang batukan, sab na lang tayo.
I think yung biggest challenge sa akin was I remember my first game, and we were playing the defending champion from Hong Kong. Yung first game namin, and so I'm nervous. I'm excited, and I found out right away. Parang maybe yung first 2 minutes na it's so important as a coach to not get involved emotionally, if that makes sense. Because as a player, diba, daming tao, the energy from the crowd, the competition, that energy you can use as adrenaline during the game. But as a coach, kailangan yung energy and yung emotions mo are more steady and calm. Kasi you need to be a reflection to the rest of the team. Because if I'm nervous or I'm losing my composure, parang it's a bad example to the team. And so siyempre yung first game, I'm super excited
Yeah.
and here I am sa sidelines. I have a suit. I have my dress shoes. Wala na yung Nikes ko. So it was like in that moment na I'm not playing anymore. I'm coaching, and the fulfillment now is to help these guys be successful and hopefully have a long successful career and if possible even longer than when I played.
I heard ito na strict ka daw. You're a very, very strict coach. As in, pag,
Strict?
Oh,
oo.
truly, Lee.
Strict daw, na tipong,
baka
yeah.
quote-unquote strict,
Yeah, parang define strict. Hindi kasi katulad ni nagkwento si Derek kanina, kasi nga, di ba, number one fan ka na, Diyos ko. Kinukwento niya na parang one time daw, you went to, not in the Philippines, in like another country in Asia. Tapos when pumasok daw kayo, in Spain, I'm sorry, in Spain. Tapos bigla daw, yung mga tao daw parang, they were like trying to belittle you guys. Kasi nga, shorter, di ba, maliliit. Tapos biglang, boom! Tapos nung magpapapicture daw sa inyo, kasi nga you guys won, ikaw daw yung gumano na parang, wag nga kayo magpapicture dyan sa mga yan. You were that strict na tipong, tara, kasi daw you're a leader, na tipong, if you say something, dapat matuloy. Something like that. So, kwento mo nga yung kwento na yun. Kinukwento ni kasi alam mo ba yung biography mo, alam na alam nito. Kaya sabi ko, direct dito ka na lang. Sabi ko,
Oo nga eh. Pwede naman kami tatlo dito.
Pwede naman kami tatlo dito kasi mahiyain talaga yan. Mahiyain. Okay, go.
Well, so the first part of the question, I think for me as a coach, I don't think I'm very strict.
Okay.
But I do, tell the players what my expectations are, and my expectations are to come in every day ready to work, and give effort and to play together, because that's really the game of basketball, diba?
Exactly.
The teams that have great chemistry, great camaraderie, that's built day to day, and that's really what I try to encourage our guys to coach. So I'm not very strict. I don't have rules. parang, you're
Micromanaging.
supposed to be in practice at a certain time. We don't have
Mm-mm.
we don't have rules like that. Because again, I want guys to be excited to come to practice and to want to get better. And so, parang if you say, hey, you have this, call time, or if you don't, you're gonna be fined. We don't have rules like that for our team. So, but when I played, especially with Gilas, siyempre, it's a different responsibility pag national team, diba? Kasi you have 100 million Filipinos who love the game of basketball, and especially nung time sa Spain kami, there were so many expectations because it was the first time we played in the World Cup in almost 40 years, and I wanted to make sure na pagdating kami sa Spain that people respected us, as athletes representing the Philippines, and not, oh, we're gonna go there, tambak kami by 50 points, and then balik kami sa Manila, and it's like, oh well,
Yes.
sayang,
Sayang.
because you
Or
guys,
nagbakasyon lang kayo
you
doon.
guys embarrassed us.
Uh-huh.
And so, a quick story from Spain. So, darating kami sa Sevilla. Nandyan yung bus sa train station. Sobrang ganda yung bus. World Cup 2014, Philippines. So the bus takes us to diretso kami sa hotel. Pagdating kami sa hotel, lahat yung officials from FIBA, the hotel, the volunteers, at least 100 people nandyan sa harap ng hotel. So everyone's, clapping. So pagbaba kami sa bus, the first three players that came down from the bus were myself, I'm 5'9", si L.A. Tenorio, a very, very close friend of mine from Barangay Ginebra. He's 5'9", and then
The 5'9" club.
And then yung teammate ko dati with Talk and Text, another one of my very close friends, Jason Castro, he's 5'11". So pagbaba kami, again, this is the World Cup, diba? So best teams in the world.
In the world,
Sobrang
yes.
tangkad yung players dyan. And yung first three players that get off the bus are all under 6 foot. And I remember this so clearly because pagbaba kami, and we're looking around, and everybody just had this parang blank stare, like,
What?
this has to be the wrong bus. Like,
It's probably for a different sport.
saan yung, yeah, is this the Philippine football
Football
team?
team.
and so
Ano ba yun?
and so so right then and there, that's when I spoke to the team after yung first practice namin na, hey guys, listen, the teams here aren't going to respect us because we haven't been here in 40 years, and so it's going to be important because we're representing the country na, we come out here and we be the best team that we can be, and gain the respect of everyone here. And so I told them, I said, hey, don't take any of the pictures of the NBA guys until after we play them or after the tournament. Because, respect is important. Respect goes, far beyond the game of basketball, even in life. And that was important. That was important for me, and I felt like it was important for the team and of course our country. So after the first game, we played Croatia. Yung first game namin, we lost in overtime. They were the number 7 team in the world. Pagbalik kami sa hotel, like everything changed. People, we gained so many fans because, again, they respected how we played.
Exactly.
They respected how we fought and how we played the game the right way. So that was a great feeling.
Galing,
diba? You proved them
Parang
wrong.
proud tuloy ako na talagang
Diba?
kami Philippine. Happy Independence Day pala. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day. Kaya ito mayroon pa siyang bandila Pilipinas. No?
Pilipinas. Yes.
Next time nga, bibili
Always,
kami ng
always.
shirt na may...
That's why I'm wearing this shirt too, kasi
Oo
nga,
nga eh.
Independence Day. Independence of my nipples. Yes.
Walang iya
Okay.
Pero wait, so, atong dito ha, meron akong, kasi nga, di ba tinatawag kang, Mighty Mouse.
Oo nga.
Mighty Mouse. Okay. Mighty Mouse, of course, kasi nga you were known as, you're sure. I mean, you're not really that sure, but it's for a, it's a league talaga ng basketball is you are, criteria nila, the 5'9" is not tall, right? But you are so fast.
I'm just I'm just a shade under the
Yeah.
But you are so
Almost,
fast.
but not there.
Almost,
Yeah.
but not there. Parang basta sunod.
No, I'm not talking about that. That's a different story. Okay? But we can go there if you want to.
Napakaulis talaga nito. Pasensya na. So anyway, so ito, pag kay LJ na lang ata tayo. So anyway, so, okay, so Mighty Mouse, right? So, have you ever, first question is, sino ang nagbigay sa'yo? Like, who gave you that title, the Mighty Mouse? Because I'm sure you didn't make it up, diba? Na tipo, oh, you guys call me Mighty Mouse.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't give myself that nickname. Kasi yung rookie year ko, oh my goodness, it was so long ago. This was 2003. Yung first pick sa PBA draft was si Mike Cortez, point guard. He actually went to LaSalle dito sa Manila, and yung nickname niya from college was the Cool Cat. I mean that was just his nickname, and so I was the next guard taken in the draft. You know, I was the 10th. I was the last pick of the first round, and I think it was maybe my third game. And Miko Halili, one of the longtime commentators for the PBA, when I played Mike Cortez, he said, "Oh, look in the PBA, you know, Nayon, we have the Cool Cat, Mike Cortez, and then now there's the Mighty Mouse, Jimmy Alapag." And
Did you like it, Bob?
Did you like it?
No,
Did you
Jake,
like-
honestly, you know, at the start, no, I really didn't like it at all. I just thought like, you know, is there something else better? But you know, through the years, you know, it grew on me, and yeah, I mean the rest is history, I guess.
The Mighty Mouse.
I
want the
feel that
Mighty
from the
Cat.
start, you guys could do better, but you know what, the Mighty Mouse, yes, you are. You're fast.
Andale.
You're fast.
You are fast.
You're like the New York Mouse in here in the subway. They're pretty fast. Ayun.
Totoo yan.
They're very fearless. I'm telling you. Even if you're like beside them, they don't run away. They will be like coming to you. Oh my God, here they are.
Kasi titignan ka pa.
Yeah.
Kasi titignan ka pa.
Yeah.
Kasi po
Gonna
magtititignan
look in the eye.
kayo.
What up? You know, I'm a New Yorker.
What's up? Ganun pa yung mga Mighty Mouse dito.
Oo.
So anyway, so have you ever found someone that you can call Mighty Mouse too? You know, like a contender.
Passing the legacy.
Passing the legacy. Siya ang next na Mighty Mouse too. Have you ever found someone now that you're a coach? Or nag-iisa ka lang?
Well, you know, no, I think, you know, I mean, when it comes to nicknames, I think you leave it up to, you know, simply yung broadcasters or yung commentators sa game. You know, I think that's their job to really, the fans, to come up with nicknames. But, you know, for me, you know, there's so much great talent dito sa Pilipinas, especially ngayon, kasi, you know, the game has become so global.
True.
And it's spilled over here sa Manila, kasi whether you're talking about the local talent with the kids who are, you know, born locally, or yung mga Fil-Ams from the States or Australia or kahit wherever, you know, it's great. It's great for the league. It's great for Philippine basketball. And you know, I would never want to put pressure on the young players to feel like, parang, hey, you guys should live up to what I did. You know, my fulfillment now is being able to share yung experiences ko, yung wisdom ko from the 14 years that I played in the PBA with the national team to help the younger guys. Because I know how fortunate I was from the support that I had from my family, former coaches, you know, who helped me have the career that I had. And you know, I think, you know, the game itself, you know, it's important to pay it forward. And that's what I do to help the younger generation of guys. And hopefully they have the same success, if not more.
Talaga?
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alam mo, ano ka nga, no? Motivational speaker ka, kaya dapat talagang coach ka. So,
National treasure.
National treasure ka.
Thank you for
para kang
being one.
Alam mo yun,
Thank you, guys.
Lagay natin sa isang, one of these days, siguro, in a few years from now, meron ka ng, like your own, ano ba,
Yung bust.
oo, yung,
Ay, hindi, uso
or
ba yun?
statue.
But
Di
uso
ba?
ba yun, di ba? But the thing is, the problem with the busts, right? Yung head and to here, most of the time it doesn't look like you.
Parang ano ba to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's scary because I have a big head, so that might they would really have to do a great job so that
naman ako.
Sabi mo, big head, ikaw talaga. Yung Gigas. Pero may question pala. What about ang tawag nito? Pagdating sa commentator, I believe that you're gonna be a good commentator as well. Like may offers na ba?
No, thank you. Thank you.
May offers na. Feeling ko eventually you will end up like doing that as well.
I've done a few games, but yung transition go into coaching happened pretty fast. So it was fun, and to be honest, parang it was natural kasi, diba? I mean, you're just watching the game and having played for so long, you're just talking about what you see.
Exactly.
And again, there's so much great talent. There's so much great talent here, and as the years go by, it continues to get better and better. So, at the end of the day, I'm so thankful for the time that I had playing professionally, but I'm still a basketball fan, and that's why, Nayon coaching and being able to help the younger guys in their own journey as pros, doing fulfillment for me now, and it's fun. I'm really enjoying it. So we'll see. Maybe down the road. I may become a commentator.
Definitely.
We'll
Makikita ka namin sa sa PBA for sure.
Yeah, we love the way you speak,
Oo, mali mo NBA
smart.
pa. Mali mo NBA din. 'Di ba? Since 'di ba? I mean, kasi talagang very eloquent and smart.
Yeah,
and you would know right away that you know your game. Kumbaga, alam mo yung league mo talaga nandun sa feeling ko coaching and becoming a commentator in the near future. Sino ba ang speaking of NBA, sino ang number one idol mo? Kasi kami, may ina-idol kami pagdating sa showbiz. So, sa pagdating sa'yo, so sinong idol mo?
Idol ko si Alex Crisano, bakit?
Oo nga, we have an interview with Alex Crisano.
For many reasons.
Not
just basketball.
Yeah, we had an interview with Alex Crisano and Jerome Ejercito. Siya naman, ang talagang idol niya si Alex Crisano nung nakita niya. Ngayon naman ang idol ko na
I can't wait to drink with Alex when he comes back here in New York. So there you go.
Oo. So who's your your idol when it comes to basketball in the Philippines and in NBA?
Okay, so I'll say my NBA idols first because having grown up in California. Again, this will show my age, but dati, of course, I used to stay up late with my dad and my older brothers watching, sempre Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, those guys. But as I got older, especially nung time sa high school, college, guys like Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, and then dito sa Pilipinas, it was funny because my senior year, that was 1996, it was the same year na Johnny Abrientos, who's one of the greatest point guards, to ever play. In '96, he won the MVP and also the Grand Slam. So Alaska swept all three championships for the year, and so that was really the first time na parang, wow, there's this great point guard in the Philippines. So guys like Johnny Abrientos, Ricky Brown, Hector Calma, Olsen Rosella, I feel like those guys really set the bar in terms of the point guard position. So, great guys, great people, great players, and I just tried my best to raise the bar once I got here.
So wait, since I know Johnny Abarientos, no, I remember ang tawag din sa kanya no, mabilis din siya. I know she's also short. Oh,
and muscular.
Yeah, he's shorter than me. He's shorter than me.
And he's muscular, right? But he's also fast. So fast, diba? Talaga mabilis daw. Talaga.
Yeah, he was great.
Do you think he's one of the PBA player that you could compare when it in terms to the way you play? Kasi parang pareho kayo eh. You almost have the same type of yung moves nyo. Kasi I remember Johnny Abarientos. Hindi yung quick ba, yung mabilis.
Mabilis, okay.
Kasi I remember Johnny Abarientos. My dad kasi is also a PBA fan. So napapanood ko lagi din yan nung bata ako. I was really little and then I always hear his
Nice.
name. Like, Abarientos. Napapanood ko rin siya sa TV while my dad is watching. So nung nakita ko na how you play, you pretty much like have, ang bilis, grabe. Para kayong may drugs.
Flash.
Oo, parang parang ganon. Can you compare yourself, like the way you play with Johnny Abarientos?
I think, again, for me, Johnny's one of the best. I think there's similarities in terms of siyempre yung quickness, yung speed namin kasi we're both short. He's 5'7", I'm 5'9". Pero yung style of play, I'd like to play fast. But he was parang when you watch Johnny play dati, parang he was more deliberate. Not necessarily running fast all the time. And he was so creative. Back a long time ago, I was pretty athletic in terms of being able to dunk. But with Johnny, he was more creative around the basket. Parang pag talon yung defenders, he would just kind of move the ball around and they would put their arms up and he would just find a way to get the ball in the basket. So, there were similarities, but between Johnny Abrientos and Hector Calma, those are the two guys who I've heard for years now. Parang we have very similar playing styles in terms of, whether it was our speed and quickness or yung shooting namin or, yung unselfishness as point guards. But again, two of the best.
Unselfishness.
Oo nga eh, no?
Oh! may term pala sa basketball na
Oo
gano'n.
nga eh, no?
Selfish and unselfishness.
No,
Yes.
siyempre, kailangan yan. Kailangan.
Oo nga
Oh my
eh.
God.
Ang cute
Wanna
niya,
win.
no, pag nagtatagalog.
I know. Oh my God.
I know. May ang tagal mo na dyan, ba't hindi ka pa rin magaling mag-Tagalog?
Ano ka ba?
Dapat,
Kasi,
I'm having reverse nosebleed here
Oh
because
my
I'm running out of Tagalog soon.
I know, because whenever we invite a guest in the Philippines, right? So sometimes they always ask a question like, hala, nosebleed ba yan? Baka mag-English kami. Mga gano'n. Ikaw naman baliktad. Oh my God, I'm nosebleeding because I don't know, I can't speak Tagalog
okay lang yun.
that much.
The American twang and accent of Tagalog
twang,
is cute
yes.
for him.
It's true.
It's on brand.
But it's not bad though, right? It's not bad.
Oh, it's not
right?
bad.
No,
It's
It
not
needs some
bad.
work,
It's
but
cute.
not
You
bad.
are
It's cute,
perfect. Don't worry.
Oh, but what about you and LJ?
Thank you. I appreciate
that. And you and LJ, do you guys speak Tagalog or English?
Is it an
at
English
home?
household?
No, it's an English household.
Okay.
I mean, she speaks Tagalog to our kids
Yes, it's important.
at times, but anytime, she's like, "Hey, you should speak Tagalog." And when I try, she just cracks up. So I'm like, "Okay, back to English."
Back to
So,
English. May nagtatanong dito. Someone is asking. Ayun nga, si JP Pilares again. Hi, JP
Thank you for
Pilares, a
reporting,
fan.
JP.
Oo, fan yan
Hey,
since
JP.
college friend ko. How's Chot Reyes as a coach?
well, Coach Schott and I, we have a lot of history. We spent a lot of time together during our time with Talking Text and siempre kasama kami sa Gilas. Again, one of the best coaches here in the Philippines. A great motivator. And I think one of the biggest things with Coach Schott is his ability to have players, however successful they've been, to check their ego at the door and understand, especially when you're playing for the national team, parang all that goes out the window. There's only one focus, and that's to win and make the country and represent the country the best way we can. So we enjoyed a lot of success together for sure.
Oo nga eh, no? Chot Reyes, no? Mamaya nga, baka pwede natin siyang i-invite, no? For an interview. We started loving, sa totoo lang, in the beginning, we were so scared. Kasi nga, my God, we don't know anything about basketball, We don't know anything about, like, yung mga ini-interview namin na we don't know anything about them. But you know what? it's a good feeling kasi
It's
nga,
it's it's
yung
good that we can know more about them
about,
beyond the
beyond
basketball.
the
And of
basketball.
course, because we're very
Oo.
chismosas about the love life.
Totoo.
Ay, wait,
Kasi-
wait! My question! Oh my God, I
Oh my God.
forgot!
Ano question?
Sure,
Ah,
sure.
okay. Alright. Anong shoe size mo?
Ayan! Tsaka kamay daw, kamay. Kapatid na yung
El-
yaka.
el- 11, 11.
You're a size
Okay.
11. Oh,
Yeah.
Size 11.
Well, no, we have inquiring minds from the scientific division. That's why I had to ask.
Oh my God! Thank you so
Oh
much.
my God!
Pero wait, okay. I know it's an hour. I know it's late there. The kids are probably, they're all
We're probably
waiting
still
for
playing
you,
around or asleep.
or waiting for you.
Whatever.
Like,
Yeah,
Daddy, Daddy.
they might still be awake. We'll see.
I'm sure. Yeah. My last question. Kung just in case, let's say you didn't go to parang your path didn't go straight to basketball. What do you think would be Mr. Alapag? What do you think will happen to you in your future if you didn't choose that path to be a basketball player as a profession?
No, that's a great question. For my goodness, pretty much my entire life, my dream was to play professional basketball. But if there was a time where I wasn't sure if that was going to happen, and if the basketball career didn't pan out, I probably would have gone on to teach. Probably at the grade school level. Because being the youngest of 6 in our family, I grew up.
Oh wow.
I had nephews. Yung pumangkin ko, I was only 5, I think, or 6, and I had yung first pumangkin ko. So parang he was my nephew, but also my little brother. So I was being the youngest and being around kids. It was very natural for me. So I probably would have become either a grade school teacher or definitely done something in terms of just working with kids.
Oh wow, kaya pala coach din siya. It's really
So, you
I
like
knew,
teaching
no?
and then you love
You
kids
love
then.
teaching. Okay, promise ito
Yeah.
last question na. Promise
sure.
ito last question.
Last to the
Lagi naman,
100.
last to the 100.
Don't listen to her. She lies. It's all lies, boy.
I always love to ask questions. Alam mo, if we meet us in person, so when we go
Oh my
to the
God.
Philippines,
This one doesn't stop talking.
oh
So
my
if-
God.
If
Kahit
we're
3,
drinking.
4 hours siguro talagang,
No, for sure.
I know definitely we have to have to have dinner. I'll bring my son kasi we have 8-year-old son. We pala parang nakikiwi na rin siya. Okay, tapos
I'm your 8-year-old daughter.
yes. So I'll bring my daughter and our
Daughter.
8-year-old son. Okay, and then so they can play yung mga sama kids mo while we were having, like magdi-dinner tayo, 'di ba? Pag uwi namin siya.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway,
That'd be great.
Yeah, so yung last promise, last question ko na to.
Sure. No worries.
You've been in the industry for so many years, right? Like you became lahat na, my God, of course sa NBA din napasok mo na. You're a coach right now. You're one of the best player in the Philippines. What else do you want? Like, what do you think is the next thing that you wanna, achieve, that you wanna check on your bucket list that you have not checked yet?
No, Jesse, that's a great question. And I think it was a question that I asked myself once I retired for good. Because I retired once and then came back for one
I
more
heard.
season. But
I heard.
but it was something that I asked myself as I transitioned into coaching. Parang okay, so what's next? And I think that's always the challenge, diba? I think kahit whatever field that you're in, whether it's sports or entertainment, you're always exploring to see what the next challenge will be. And for me, right now, things are there's so much uncertainty around because of the pandemic, because sports, at least right now in Manila, there's no sports. So only time will tell. But my experience last summer with the NBA with the Sacramento Kings was incredible. I loved absolutely every single minute that I was there. So our season in the ABL this year was cut short because of the pandemic. So right now we'll see. right now I'm just doing my best to stay connected to the game, reading a lot, spending time with family, but just trying to keep my mind connected to the game, because my heart will always be there for the game. And we'll see what lies ahead. And again, I love challenges, so I'm curious to see what happens as we move forward.
Alam mo, feeling ko sa'yo, while you were talking, and then I feel like, because since you love kids so much, nakikita ko sa'yo in the near future, you have like a school for kids for basketball.
Oh.
As in.
Yeah, no,
The
that's
Jimmy
possible.
Alapag
Basketball.
school.
Right, the
The
Jimmy
basketball
No,
Alapag.
you know,
Oh my God.
No, Jesse, I actually I launched my basketball academy. This was probably about a year and a half ago, but because my schedule's been so busy, I did a 12-week program. It was awesome. Had a great time with the kids, but I'm very tedious in terms of if I'm going to run a school or a camp that I'm there, that I'm present. Because I don't want to, if I say, hey, Jesse,
Yeah.
invite your son to my camp, and then
And you will not
be there. Someone else run it.
I'm not there. I'm not there. So if that's something that I do again in the future, my biggest thing is that I want to make sure that I'm present, and because these past 3 years I've been busy coaching, it's been a little difficult, but absolutely, I'm definitely open to doing that, and it's fun. Again, I look back and I'm so thankful for my career and the time that I played, and I was very fortunate enough to walk away, happy. I mean, I don't have parang yung feeling like, oh man, I still want to go play.
You don't have a what if anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had closure. So I'm thankful for that. So, whatever opportunities come in the future, I'll be ready for them.
Oh my God,
We'll see how it happens.
I'll make sure that my son, let's say when we go home, and if you have like a camp, kahit 1 to 2 days, I'll make sure that my son would go there because he loves, right, Caden, you love basketball? Yeah, he wants to be a basketball player.
When you may feel it.
Awesome.
I remember
Now
at first he doesn't know.
he doesn't,
So
and now he loves it.
I now know, especially, there is a power to the pilit.
Uh-oh.
So shall
You
take
have
power to the
to.
pilit.
Power to the
Walang
pilit.
hiyala.
Yeah, I'm sure. Para man lang masabi ng son ko na parang, oh my God, I made it. Like, like a coach, Jimmy Alapag,
Yeah.
right? Like I went to the Alapag basketball camp. Wow. Oh my God. Thank you so much. But wait.
No, thank you guys.
Yes. Do you have any message
for
to
everyone, all your
for everyone, your
fans
fans?
who are so happy to see you and listen to you right now?
No, it's to all of our Cababans there, stateside. Just thank you for all the support through the years. Especially sa time ko sa Gilas. Being able to represent our country, meant everything. So thank you guys for the support. Just praying for everyone. I know it's been a difficult time in the States, and been a difficult time for everyone here because of the pandemic. But have faith. We'll, I'm confident that we'll find our way through all of this. And in the meantime, again, just thank you guys for having me. It's great getting a chance to meet you guys.
It's an honor.
And talk a little basketball, a little life.
Thank you for being so makwento. We love it. We always appreciate a good chat. Oh my
It's
God.
true.
No, absolutely,
Sobra.
absolutely.
Hindi
So,
ka one-liner
yeah,
na
thank you
kwento.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So mag-cheers
Kaden,
tayo.
you wanna say,
Oh,
Kaden, you want to say hi? Kaden, come on. You want to say hi?
say hi.
Nahiya.
He's one of the greatest basketball players.
One of the greatest
in your
basketball
other
players.
country. In your other country.
Never been to the Philippines kasi. And he's so into basketball now.
He's watching on the other monitor.
Oo, he's watching
Mayaman
naman
kami,
on
marami
the
kaming
other.
monitor
Oh,
dito.
sabi ni Kuya Joyo, ang bait niya. Oo nga
Oh, yeah.
Diba? And just in case one of these days that you'll come over here in New York, in your family.
Absolutely.
Definitely
Let's
let us
grab a
know.
drink
And
too. Yeah,
let's
we'll
grab
take
a
care of
drink
you.
and we'll take
Yeah.
care of you and we will show you around.
That'd be great. Definitely.
Yeah, we'll show you around
We'll be in
New York.
touch. We'll be in touch
Yes.
for sure.
Oh my God. Yes. So at least you have friends in New York and New Jersey that yung mga places that not just a tourist spot, but we'll take you to places na tipong even locals.
Hole in the wall.
The mga hole in the wall. The places that
No, that'd be
people
awesome.
haven't-
That'd be awesome.
Right? O sige,
That'd be
nako.
awesome.
Thank you so much. So, okay.
Thank you guys.
Mag-ano na tayo?
Mag-cheers
Mag-cheers na tayo,
tayo.
okay?
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers, you
okay.
guys.
do the honor, JCas.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody, Filipinos, and even non-Filipinos watching, hello. Okay, everybody, and of course, Mr. Jimmy Alapag.
Jimmy Alapag.
Thank you. This has been
Then,
Over a Glass or Two. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Good night,
Good
good
night.
morning, bye.
Say hi to LJ and
Good
the
night,
kids.
guys.
Okay?
Thank you.
Wow.
I
Bye.
will. Talk soon. Bye-bye, guys.
Okay, bye.